will be a webinar training for all of you. And I'm going to start sharing my screen with the slides. Here we are. So 7 ways to organically grow your startup business. So who is this training for? If you're an online service-based entrepreneur that's starting or scaling your business within the first 5 years, that you want to be listening to this. If you are working for a corporation still, but would like to start your own business and are looking to leave your 9 to 5 and go full-time in your business, then this is a place for you as well. Or also if you are a creative and you're looking to get help with the business side of your actual business, then this training will be very, very valuable for you. So some of the agenda of what I will be covering with you today is I will be speaking about effective client attraction strategies, daily method of operational strategies that you need in your business. We're going to have a little deep dive into client attraction strategies, narrowing your niche and your ideal customer avatar, content marketing and copywriting tips, and then learning ways to maximize your profits. So this is what I will be covering on this webinar today. So the problem you must be experiencing. Sorry, I cannot speak. It's already the second day of the week and I've been in some trainings. But I will get a sip of water so that hopefully I won't make any, so I'll be as clear as possible for you. So you find yourself frustrated. If you're finding yourself frustrated, you don't have enough clients, or that you're trading your time for money, and as a result, you're getting burned out, then you need to listen. Do you find yourself lost in the sea of online world, especially nowadays as more entrepreneurs have entered after the pandemic? And you're finding yourself lost and not having the clarity as to what strategy, tool, the direction you might need to get to your income goals, then you want to stick around. Do you want to take the leap from your 9 to 5, or maybe you've been forced to do so after the pandemic or have done so? However, you're still not making enough income to support your lifestyle and yourself and your business, then this training will be very, very helpful for you as well. So I'll be going into what some of the results and you can expect from just sticking around. Will be close to an hour training. So I want to just tell you that so you can manage your time. So the result is you'll be clearly understanding what phase you're actually in your business and how to take the next step and how to move forward. You will clearly understand what is needed to attract the clients that you want to serve towards you. You will empower yourself with the confidence that you're headed in the right direction. A lot of times, if you don't yet have the results you're looking for, confidence is a big issue. Will be inspired to take action if you've been plagued by procrastination and perfectionism. So these are some of the outcomes that you will be walking away with from this training. So who am I? A little bit about myself. I am Alona Lopari. What I do is I passionately help entrepreneurs embrace their limitless potential in life and in business, as I think the two are connected, by using their badassery to grow their business, make tons of money, and live the lives that they actually want. My main focus is contribution. I am a mission-driven entrepreneur because I believe once your focus is on contribution and service, the rest of your results will be a byproduct of that. How I do that is through my Alona Lopari coaching company and the Life School, which is the global platform that I have built, whose its exact mission is to empower entrepreneurs to grow towards their potential through their personal and business journeys. As I think personal journeys and business journeys are connected. Business is another journey. Some random cool facts. I'm a mom. I have 2 children, kiddos, I should say. Well, older, young adults. 13 and 10. I like to travel to Europe because I'm initially from Albania. I did move to the US when I was 15. I don't watch TV because honestly, during the week, I don't have much binge control. So if I start watching something, I'll just be there for hours. So I realize it's not the most productive use of my time. So I just don't do it. I just don't watch TV. Some of the results that I've helped my clients achieve is grow their business at least by 20% in their first month of working together. Taking the leap. So many of my clients have taken the leap from their 9 to 5 and they're going to full-time and even scaling to their first 6 figures. So within their first year in their business. And then a lot of my other client results is that they receive the clarity towards what their ultimate life mission is. I'm very focused on, I'm a mission driven entrepreneur myself. So I see business or entrepreneurship as a channel to live your life purpose. So that's what I help other people do as well. So a little bit of my story. As I was telling you guys before, I'm Albanian. I came here when I was 15. So I've been in the US now. I live in New York, 23 years. Immigrant story at the beginning of our journey here, my parents struggling to make ends meet, to survive. I was the oldest. I had to grow up fast. I got a job. I finished my bachelor's. And then my first job was at a corporate company where it was in growth phase. So I was able to move up the corporate ladder for many years there, 13 years, starting as a management trainee, all the way up to HR, recruiter, manager, and then leadership positions within the company. But of course, everything comes to an end. I grew a lot of my skills there, but I started to get unfulfilled as my company was purchased by another company. Its culture changed. I was actually very successful at my job, but I just grew unfulfilled because I didn't see a future there anymore. So I knew I needed to make a shift in my life and transition. I just wasn't sure what that would look like at that point. So this was over 5 years ago. So that's when I tapped into personal development, trying to figure out what I wanted to do next. And as confused as I was at that phase, I discovered the industry of coaching and I realized that it just spoke to me, that I could take my skills, my professional skills, and also my personal development journey and put the two together. So that's how I started with some executive coaching after I left my corporate career, or I should say transition from there. Then I did career coaching for professionals, and as of 3 years now, 2 to 3 years, I think it's a little over that, I have been positioned into business strategy and leadership strategy because of my experience in leadership and also in the fact that I have been an entrepreneur for these many years, and I'm very passionate about helping other people achieve the results that I have in my own business within those beginning phases. So that's why I help entrepreneurs that are just starting or maybe are in their first 2 years in their business. That is where I feel like I can make the most impact. All right, so we're going to dive right into the training. So I'm going to talk about some of the effective client attraction strategies. And these 6 strategies that I will share with you need to be implemented in order of effectiveness and impact, right? It's very important that to access one strategy that aligns with your business. This is why I am not very fond of business advice on random, because everyone has a different type of business, different needs, different values they follow, different customers they want to serve. So this is not a one size fits all. So I just want to disclaim that right at the beginning. And everyone, that's why I believe in individualized business strategy, because you are at a different phase and you need to learn how to move from that phase to the next phase you'd like to go to. So, but I did rank my strategies by order of effectiveness of how I have learned in my own business and also helped other people do so. So this is the first thing, strategy is the direct contact and follow-up, which is called relationship marketing. This is very important nowadays with the age of floodiness of online entrepreneurs coming onto the scene. It's very important that we build relationships and trust building relationships with our clients or potential clients, or even just networking. Networking, which is the next one, and referral building, which is credibility outreach. Public speaking, which builds lots of visibility and credibility. And writing your own book, why not? Right? Writing your own book just helps you position you as that authority in that market or niche that you've chosen to be an expert in. Writing and publicity, writing in different publications, also will build your visibility and credibility. The fifth strategy is your promotional events. So you can run your own events to increase visibility and show other people how you can help them. Or you can participate in other people's events, find influencers in your field or your niche that have already built a community, and you can go in and serve. So that's another way to do it. The sixth strategy, which is what I would recommend after the organic strategies are exhausted, would be the ads, Facebook, Instagram, Google ads. Obviously, each of these have to be strategized according to your business, because one might make more sense for you than the other. But in a nutshell, these are the six strategies that are proven that you can follow to grow your business and to get more clients. So I want to ask you which strategy aligns with your product or service, and which one do you feel most attracted with? Next, I want to talk to you about the daily method of operation, which is a workplace strategy. So this is going back to the system part in the business. The reason why I am very attracted to strategy is because I am very strong at the logical steps of what it would require to set goals and work on consistently in your income producing activities in your business. So you want to consider in your daily routine of when you run your business, how many sales appointments do you need weekly and monthly? So you've got to come up with these numbers beforehand. You can't go somewhere unless you know you're going, just like a GPS in a car. How many hours a day, a week can you dedicate to your marketing? So you want to clarify that as well. Choose 2 to 3 strategies I would suggest and measure your results. It's very easy to just get distracted and try them all. Most people do that, and that's not a good strategy. Especially at the beginning, you don't have resources yet. You don't have people on your team to help you. So you need to be very laser focused. I would even say start with 1 or 2 strategies and then really work those out. Be realistic to where you're spending your time. So awareness is powerful. You want to know how your routine what your routine looks like. What are your tasks? What are your activities you're spending your time on? Some of the questions to reflect: if you lose momentum, you want to ask yourself these questions, right? So where are you now? Where you want to be? What feelings are you experiencing in this gap? And then what's the cost to you and your business for staying there? You want to sit with that and accept it, and that will help you understand what you need to move forward. A lot of business that I teach is mindset. Mindset is 90%. I think they even raised the percent. It used to be 80% of your results. But this is the mindset part, right? Because a lot of the things that you're encountering is the procrastination, lack of discipline, lack of habits, lack of certainty, lack of direction. So these will really help you dig down to what is really keeping you stuck. So we're going to go into a little more of a deep dive into these client attraction strategies. So you want to assess how many clients you have now and how many do you need. As I said, you need to understand where you're going and what goals are you setting to achieve. Ways to connect with others that offer complementary services. So because at the beginning, you need to build your credibility and your authority It's okay to offer complimentary services to people while you are building yourself and your confidence as well. When you're just starting out, you need to have enough results that you've helped other people get so that you can also increase your self-esteem. You can make launching announcements, right? So when you launch a new product, and I would suggest this based on build a community first if you can, build a network first, because it's very important to have the people first that you're serving rather than just keep launching all these different products, whether it's courses or one-on-ones or masterminds or whatever is it that you are going to service people with, or bookkeeping packages, or your Facebook ads packages, whatever is it that you're offering. I would suggest find the people first, see what they need, see what gaps you need to fill, and then tailor your product or offer to that. Send non-promotional links to someone that you know is your ideal client and offer value, right? So this is back to building relationships. Nothing is going to start until they know and trust you. Get acquainted with referral partners, right? Building that community of trust is very important. Some of the questions to consider here are: where are you now and where do you want to be in your marketing strategy? Narrowing down your niche and ideal customer avatar. I can't tell you how many times, even entrepreneurs that have been in business for 5 years, they want to serve everyone. It does not work like that. I don't think that narrowing down yourself to a niche at the beginning is necessary to start making money and getting clients. But as you are moving along the journey, you need to definitely have a clear idea about who you're serving and your messaging. So why narrowing down your niche is important. Ways to niche down your niche is what I'm going to be talking to you about. How to clarify your ideal customer avatar, and then how to conduct market research, because you need to do some homework to figure out what is the need and how are you going to offer it differently. You need to work on your unique value proposition. Why are you different? Why are you unique? What do you have to bring to the table? I think business is a lot about figuring out where your authentic power lies, and then building from there. That will make the difference between getting lost in the sea of entrepreneurship or really standing out and having the right people come get attracted to you. So customer journey, there's always a customer journey, right? Customers don't just buy from you or buy the product or service you offer. It just doesn't work like that. So they want to build trust. You have to build trust first. Then you can sell your product or service, right? Which will solve the problem. So this was the cycle. So you build trust, then you sell your product or service, which solves their problem. Unless the product or service solves their problem, they're not going to hire you. Question to consider: how are you building trust in order to sell and show that your product or service solves your problem? So this is a good reflection question for you. As you notice, I'm a very big spiritual guided entrepreneur. So I have lots of different techniques into my coaching, or that I even try on myself, that I do lots of intuitive. I work a lot on the emotional intelligence and the intuitive intelligence part of business. So these guiding questions are your intuitive intelligence speaking to you, where you can figure out what those next steps should look like for your business. So I will speak a little bit about content marketing and copywriting and what the difference is, because a lot of times I remember being very confused about what the difference was in between these, and how to know like which one do you need. So know about your business. You need to know about your brand and your and industry, right? So you need to know what your business is about. Review what content has already been published on your website, social media sites. You want to check out your competitors' content marketing writing. A good way, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to connect the dots, put your personality to it, and you can, see what other mentors have done what you want to do. And you can have a good idea about what could be some of those issues or messaging problems and solutions that you want to offer. Be relatable with your industry when you write. You want to be relevant and have the latest information, and then have knowledge in SEO, right? So you want to be very aware on the words your customers are using. Those should be all over your marketing, your messaging. It's not important about what you think you do. It's very important about how your customer thinks you can help them. And the words that they use to describe their pain points, their problems, their results, it's the same words that you should use in all your marketing, including your SEO. You want to ensure that in your SEO, you have all the right keywords that your customers are using. Some sales and social media strategies: finding your ideal customer and building a community. I think this is the easiest way and the most effective way to do it. The way I know this is because I've tried to do it the other way, where I just came up with a bunch of different products, but I was very frustrated because there's no one to buy them or sell them to. So we have to build a community first before we do that. Strategize a plan to build trust by solving immediate problems for your community, making a plan to show up consistently. Consistently. Is that a new word? Consistently. We build trust by being consistent. So your marketing should be that. Keep showing up, even though at the beginning you don't always get the traction, but the momentum will build. As you keep showing up, people will start noticing. Find the other influencer communities that serve your ideal client and show up serving them in order to build connections and gain exposure. This is another strategy that's very helpful, because this is communities that are already built and you don't have to build one from scratch. You can go in and you can serve them. So exposure while building a brand. Exposure helps to build a brand, and then building a brand helps with your sales. So that is the logical equation there. That's how that works. Lastly, I will speak about maximizing your profits, learning how to raise your rates effectively and convey your value to others. I find a lot of people struggling with this. This is where I struggle the most as well. I had a lot of, I didn't know my value at the beginning because I didn't have the results I wanted yet, or I knew I could provide. So learning how to raise your rates is a mindset game. So you have to slowly do it. You have to slowly, intuitively build yourself up where you are raising, you're getting paid your worth for the result that you are delivering and not for the time it takes you to deliver that result. You have to always be focused on that. And that's how you price your offers. Charge your worth. It's a mindset game, as I said. It's all a mindset game. Reassess if you're charging based on your result. That's where I said that you need to be focused on charging your worth for the result you provide. Creating recurring income in your business. This is very important. This is where the systems come into place. You don't want to be a slave to your business. You don't want to be the operator. As I say, you want to be the owner. And especially if you want to scale, you need to do that. Otherwise, you will just be serving a one-to-one and not a one-to-many. What are you doing to follow up with your past customers? This is where your gold is. You need to nurture your past customers because these are the people that you already helped. These are your warm leads. These are your fans. You already work to build trust with them. So you want to leverage them to nurture them so that they can help you get more customers. Create more products and services that are relevant to your customers, not to you, but to your customers. You have to be very good listener on all your interaction with your customers. All right, so I have 5 steps to process improvement next. So these are the ways to see what you need to improve. Is it you need to increase your customer numbers? Do you need to increase the times they buy from you? You increase the average sales value, increase your margins for more profits, or you want to reduce costs to improve your profit, your profits, yeah. So these are the 5 ways to improve your processes. So once you're at a certain level, then you have systems in place. Then you need to see which one of these 5 needs some tweaking or you need a new strategy for. So this is how you identify that. And these are always the 5 areas that you need to look at. All right, everyone, this is actually all I had in this masterclass, a little bit shorter than 1:30. I'm gonna go back and check out your comments if you have any questions. Or if you are looking for, I am looking to get on a call with you and just jump into your business and see where you are and what strategy might be most appropriate based on this training. And then really help you identify the gap from where you are to where you want to be. So I want to offer, I will include in my comments, a 30-minute free strategy call after this training. So then I could see how I can serve you with your business strategy and where you might be maybe stuck or where you might be wanting to move the needle, but haven't really figured out a good solid strategy to do it by. This is where you can hang out with me. I am on my Facebook group. Actually, the name has changed. It's the Entrepreneurs Brothers Service-Based Business on Facebook. LinkedIn with my name, and then my Instagram handle is Ilona Lipari Coaching Life School. We can connect in all these other mediums. On my group, I do lots of lives. I do lots of other information, free resources to help you scale the business. I also have a Facebook, Life School Business Hub community that I'm growing, where I bring together mission-driven entrepreneurs just like yourself, and we come together and we grow personally and professionally. And that's what we do. We build trust and we build authentic relationships. And there's also leadership expert team within the community, which will be there to do masterminds, to guide you. It's pretty much the community is a one-stop shop for all your business advice and all your business tools that you might need in scaling. And I'll leave you with a quote: when you stop growing, your business stops growing with you. This is very, very true. This is why I say that when you stop growing, your business grows. So personal growth is very, very connected with your business growth. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another training. Take care.